Just got in my new Outlaws 31 skinnies. As we all know, the best all-around tire. I'm mounting them on my double bead locks, the Hypers. There is a trick to mounting these. Unlike most double bead locks, they don't line themselves up exactly. So, see this nice deep lip right here? The tire has to be sitting down in that lip before you put the ring on it. And there's a little bit of technique to it. I'm going to do my best to show you guys how to do it without screwing up your wheel or your tire. Is to put a box under the wheel so it's holding the wheel up. That way this is pressed against the bead. I've got a little cardboard box down there and it's holding up the wheel, right? So the tire, the weight is on the rim, not the tire. As you can see, it's kind of a tight fit. That's what you want. So it's right at the groove on this side, but over here, the tire seems too small. You actually have to stretch the tire down into that groove, which is awesome because it centers the tire perfectly for you and keeps everything aligned, and then you bolt it down. The best way I've found to do that is just with your hands and the front of your tire spoon, go around and push down like this. It takes some force, and the closer you get to the end, right, because you're gonna work from the, so this is already down in the groove, so you want to periodically push it down in the groove on the sides you've already got down there. And the other sides, you want to work the tire to stretch it around that and get to sit down in that groove. That'll line the tire up perfect, and when you clamp it down, it'll be all good to go. The tire evenly stretched around that groove, and you want to take, I like to use my tire iron for everything, but you want to go around the bead. I don't know why it's not focusing, but you just want to tap it down so it's flush. And you're going to notice that where you stretch over the tightest can be kind of hard, so you might want to get something heavier like the back of a hammer. This takes a little bit of effort, but it's well worth doing to get your wheel aligned and clamped down evenly. The final step is once you get it all lined up and pushed down in that groove, I used the back of a hammer that worked really nice to push it down into there, stretch it around. Put on your bead lock ring, and of course, tighten it down like you would anything in a star pattern. Right, and so you get a nice even torque around all these things. I don't know what the torque spec is. I'm torquing them to about 25 foot-pounds. This really is the ultimate wheel setup. Very lightweight, dual bead lock, so you can run 0 PSI all day long, no worries. It's a carbon fiber wheel. Wheel and tire together weigh just at 54 pounds, which is what we'd expect. 39-pound tire, 15-pound wheel. Both are accurate via manufacturer specifications. And that's at 0 PSI, so we got a lot of flex going on, and it's still going to ride great. I do prefer the 31-inch Outlaw on a 6-inch wheel. You get that profile. The wheel is actually tucked in a little bit, whereas on a 7-inch wheel it doesn't look quite right, and the wheel's kind of exposed, and these side knobbies don't do as much if you put it on a 7-inch wide wheel. And there's a 31 crushed. You can see the difference. A lot more contact patch. But that is the ultimate setup at 54 pounds. You cannot get more traction for less weight.